Alright, I'm back. A lot has changed in the last month or whenever I last made the video. But here we go. So where I am now, I'm at episode 54, and my comprehension is probably like 30 to 40%. But that's because I'm watching without subtitles, just raw. Because I decided to become a lot more listening dominant. Because I realized that I don't know. I don't really like only being able to read something and not being able to hear it. I'd rather just be able to hear it before I learn how to read it. And aside from that, how many cards I have now? I have a little bit over 200, I think, just from One Piece. And yeah, I went pretty crazy because I was making text vocab cards, and they were super easy to make. So then right before I went to university, I was going ham on them. I would make 20 and 30 a day. But then once I got here, I'd literally stopped for a week. So I guess it kind of made up for it maybe, but yeah, it's been not that so I guess I'll go into my experience between now and when I made that other video. So I moved to college, I guess, and intensively watching shows was just a pain in the ass. I mean, I don't know, it's not really a pain in the ass, I just didn't feel like doing it, and I'd rather just watch something normally if I can understand the plot, and it's like my off time, and I don't want to spend my off time pausing and looking up in the dictionary for a straight hour. So yeah. So also, I didn't really I haven't really been staying up with my immersion that much. And it's pretty fucking bad. Because before during the summer, I would have 2 to 3 hours of raw immersion. The way I would track it was if I watch an episode of anime, I just put it down as 20 minutes, and I don't set a timer because it's kind of annoying. I just do oh, that was 20 minutes, even if it took me 30 minutes to watch it, getting up or looking up in the dictionary a couple times. So then, yeah, it was 2 to 3 hours every day of raw immersion, the month before I left, and then September, and it's starting to pick back up again now because I've decided to take it seriously now. But September, yeah, it was an average less than an hour every day, and I kind of realized that I'm not really gonna go fucking anywhere with that. So I picked it up. I had to start making sacrifices, I guess, hanging out less with people during the week, and just being aware of time, I guess. That's most of it. And another thing is I'm gonna be studying abroad next year, and I really want to be at least conversationally fluent before I go. So that's a big thing for me. And yeah, that's really all it is about that. And then new changes I've made, because I'm changing the style of how I'm watching. The last 2 weeks I've kind of took it seriously now. I'm how am I really gonna structure this? And so this is basically my new routine that I've set up, or not routine, but kind of rough what I know I'm gonna do. It's so whenever I'm working or doing homework or schoolwork or whatever you want to call it, after 12, when most of my courses are over, I'll set a Pomodoro timer, but the break period is just watching anime. So I'll make it 40-20 ratio of work anime episode, work anime episode, and I make it that, to where it's you know, it's a steady workflow. And whenever I'm watching the episode, I don't have the the subtitles on or anything, so I'm not tempted to look stuff up. I kind of just watch it completely free flow and don't. I just watch it for enjoyment, and it'll usually be like One Piece because I that's the domain I've decided to stay within because it's literally just one show and not just. Or if it's like if I'm kind of bored of it, I'll turn on like another shonen anime, but I try to keep it within One Piece because it kind of just I realized like within a month of just watching it intensively, I grew like way quicker than I ever have. So I kind of just want to keep only watching One Piece, basically, as much as I can until it becomes like kind of annoying. Then but I'll try to keep it at least in the realm of like shonen anime, so it's like the same type of talking, like they're shit talking or whatever, or like that type of dialect, I guess. But yeah, I'll do the 40-20 thing, and then after dinner I'll do 2 episodes where I have the transcript of the show like open, so I can do the like what is it? It's like the anime card formula, but like make sentence cards out of that, because I found out that it's probably best for me to do sentence cards because Anki is just really annoying lately. And yeah, I feel like sentence cards are just easier to rep, and I've been making audio sentence cards too because yeah, I don't know, they're just a lot smoother, and I'd rather be able to like hear them, be able to hear the word first rather than like have to think of like the kanji and stuff. So yeah, so I'll like if I watch like one episode, I'll make like 3 cards. So like if I watch 2 episodes, then I'll make like at least 5. So I'd say that's good enough for me, because I don't really, I don't know, Anki's kind of boring. But yeah, that's about it with that. And then after I watch those 2 episodes, like I can either just, or like ideally I would just like watch One Piece or like any type of immersion for the rest of the night. But like I'd say like a quarter of the time at least I'll have like more schoolwork to do, so I'll try to keep doing that like ratio thing, but I'll make it 40-40, so it's like more immersion time to make up for it. And like yeah and then how much like immersion I expect to get from this new plan or change or routine, whatever you want to call it. I'd say I have notes here, but it's a complete mess. I'd say like while I'm doing the Pomodoro Animedoro, or you want to call it, I'll get like an hour, and then like at night after dinner I'll get like 2 hours of just like pure immersion. So it's like 3 hours of pure immersion if I really do it right, stay on schedule. But that's not always gonna happen. Last time it was told me, or like it's happened before, I don't know how to fucking say it, but yeah, I'll likely get like 3 hours, and if I have like schoolwork, then like that's like 2 hours maybe. So yeah, I really hope I stick to this, or at least ramp up my immersion, because I've been lacking recently. And I'm kind of making this video to kind of hold myself accountable again, as it worked before, so and like my passive immersion playlist is actually, I'm just gonna make it those 2 episodes I watch at night, because I have it on almost all the time, and it's like I've now realized like how good it actually is, because whenever I'm walking to class I can always tune in to whatever the hell they're saying on my playlist, and it's pretty good. I've liked it more recently because I've only been watching stuff, or like listening. I've only been doing listening, and it's like a lot easier to listen because I'm just used to it. So yeah, it kind of just feels a lot easier for some reason. So yeah, and what I expect, or like what I expect for the future, um, I don't know. I don't know when I'll make a next episode, because I might just make it at like episode 100 whenever I get there, because I'm going like a lot faster now. Because like today I'm sick, and I watched like 2 hours in bed when I woke up, and I was just like watching One Piece, but I was understanding the plot and like not having to really try it all. It was kind of just pure enjoyment. So like I expect myself to kind of go pretty fast through this now, I guess. So yeah, and like by 100, I mean, at the rate I'm going now, with like at least 2 hours of pure immersion every day, I I guess like at least like 50% comprehension, or like maybe 60. I don't know. But like I am watching it raw with no subtitles, so that is probably gonna like slow down the growth and comprehension, I guess. So I'm guessing about like 50% comprehension. That's my prediction for next episode. But yeah, that's about it. I'm like sick, so that's why I don't know. It sounds like I'm breathing really hard or some shit. But yeah, yeah, that's the end of the video. Bye.